They're gray.
Yep.
No, we're good.
Yeah,
we're good. We're on.
We're good. We're good.
We live.
We're back. All right, let's do this, G. Cheers. Hey guys, Matt here. We are back for the final steak battle of the year. I don't know how many I did this year. Over 10. I think I did like 6 just the week of the Des Moines Challenge, or the Discmania Challenge. But we got a special steak battle. We have Gannon Buhr. Obviously, you guys know who he is. We have steak 1, steak 2, steak 3. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. Gannon's starving.
I'm like a wild animal. That piece right there. Okay.
All right, Gannon. This year was a pretty successful year. How would you rate this year for you?
5, 6, or 7. I mean, the goal of mine is to always win the world championship, and I got that. I did have 3 less wins. I still had 3 Elite Plus wins, which was good. So I still won a lot of the big ones, but I was overall happy. I feel like there were some times I didn't close out, or maybe I got a little bit unlucky toward the end of a tournament. But other than that, I mean, I had in pretty insane top 5 percentage. I think I only missed it. Is it a 3 or 5? I think I missed it 5 times this season, which is pretty crazy. I feel like.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Now, you did win Worlds this year. Well, last year you had, 9 wins with 2 majors. Now that you have a World Championship, which would you rather have? Like a 9-win season or like a 5-win season, but with Worlds, but the 9 wins, you won 2 majors?
I'd probably still go with the 5-win. I think if it was like a 2 or 3-win season, I might go with the other one. But the Worlds just in disc golf specifically has so much weight behind it, even though it's not necessarily harder to win. And it really shouldn't mean more, but it just does, and that's just how it's kind of formed over the last 5 years. I mean, honestly, especially the last 5 years, it's just gotten so much more popular.
So we had stake 1, you already started into stake 2. And now you're going into stake 3.
I'm hungry.
So this off season, it's been a little bit more chill this off season than last off season. Last off season, you had a bunch of media obligations. You were traveling a bunch. This off season, you've been hitting the gym. But one thing I really noticed that you started focusing on is a lot more your diet. What are some of the things you're doing with your diet this off season?
The main goal is just eat as much like protein as possible, pretty much. Just like when I feel like I'm full, just eating a little bit more, stuff like that. I mean, I just got some meal prep containers, so I've been meal prepping recently and making some like really high protein food. So, I mean, I've been feeling good. I think like naturally, I mean, I still obviously like, I'm not limiting myself on like desserts and stuff like that, but I really eat fine. Like we don't have really any bad food in the house, so it's nothing to really worry about. If I do happen to eat out, I try to make it a little healthier. Like I go to, like Chipotle is my go-to, and I just try to get as much protein as possible there, versus like even like a Chick-fil-A, which would be a little more unhealthy.
So what are your goals for your off season? I know you said you've gained a little bit of weight.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see. I was like 175 going into the off season, maybe a little bit less, but I'm about 180, 181 now. So I would like to hit 190 before the season, and I think that'd be a considerable difference. But I've had sciatic problems for the last 8 months, so I'm trying to get that resolved. It's been going decent. I think haven't had too much relief, but I think we're finding answers, which was my main thing. So that's good.
All right, so we've had stake 1, stake 2. You've already dived into stake 3. You're back to stake 1.
I need to test them all again. I honestly like. They all taste bad. Oh, they're so good. That's the thing.
So we were talking about last season and this season. What would a successful season next year look like to you?
The goal is always one major. You get 4 chances. You want to win one of them. Majors is really what builds a career. I'm at 4 already, which is, I mean, I'm pretty happy with so far in my career because they don't come very easy. But I'd say I want to have a 10-win season, and I think I can do it. And I was really close this year. Like, I was like almost closer this year than I was like in 2024, just because I had so many chances to win tournaments that I just didn't end up winning. I mean, in Europe, the first 3 tournaments, I feel like I should have won the first 3. I ended up getting the Worlds, obviously the most important one, but so I mean, it's right there. I think the biggest thing that's holding me back is starting the season slow. I typically do that. I don't know why. So I think it's about time I start a season hot.
What do you think you need to do to start the season hot?
I don't know. I think it just comes down to like how my game's feeling, because like my game will be feeling just not good at the beginning of the year. I don't know why. I mean, probably because we're in Iowa and it's freezing cold and you can't really practice that much. But I think just finding a way to feel that comfort, that mid-season comfort. I mean, I've gotten during at least the last 2 seasons to a point where I'm at a point where I almost like feel like I'm going to win the tournament no matter what. So, but that only happens like mid-season to end season. So if I can get that early on, that'd be good.
I know back in the day, and it's not as much like prevalent anymore, but like players used to do a lot more like early season tournaments to get warmed up. I mean, there was the Wintertime Open. I feel like there may have been another A tier, even like little C tiers and whatever. I think to kind of just get that feeling of competing.
That's
again.
what it is. That's what it is.
Do you foresee yourself doing some of that? I know we're signed up for the Memorial, but you like see yourself maybe trying to do another event before Florida?
So I've still been talking about potentially going to New Zealand. I'd say I'm leaning no right now, just because it's been a really like I just say rough finish to the year outside of disc golf and just dealing with a lot of stuff and just been I don't know. And then there's a lot of stuff that is coming up, so I wanted to be ready. I traveled so much this year where it's like you can only do so much travel, and I think it can either help me get ready for the season or it could burn me out too early, and I don't want to do that. So still deciding.
All right, so we've had all 3 stakes. You've had all 3 multiple times. You know the deal. Before I guess I reveal which stake is which, all 3 stake seasons are very similar.
They're so close.
One of them is the Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub. One of them is my brand new seasoning, the tester that they sent me about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago. And then we have the production run of my seasoning. So I'll talk about my seasoning for a while. The reason Steak Battle got started was the Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub was always my favorite steak seasoning. And I was always just curious if other people liked it as much as I have. This is my 7th year of doing steak battles. And in general, the Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub has won. I've had this in every single steak battle.
Every single one.
Every single
Haven't missed one.
Haven't missed one that I can remember. In general, the Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub has won more often than not. I wouldn't say won, but been people's favorite more often than not. There are occasions where it's not. This weekend, we did a fundraiser at Titan Disc Golf, and it was not chosen as the favorite. It was a close second, but it was not chosen as the favorite. So what I wanted to do when I made my steak seasoning was create something very similar to the Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub, but enhance it in a way. And I felt like we've done that, or I've done that. That you're the only person that's had the chance to try my new seasoning multiple times. And every single time we've done a blind taste test, and every single time you've chosen my new steak seasoning over the ultimate steak and roast rub. And so my new steak seasoning is called Schley Daddy's Supreme Steak Seasoning. So I'm just going to refer to it as the Supreme Steak Seasoning. Schley Daddy's a nickname that the young kids have given me. Shout out to Jacob Sanders. I believe he's the one who started it. But the Supreme Steak Seasoning I do think is better than the Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub. And I think it has become my new favorite seasoning. Of course, I'm obviously biased. But again, Gannon's had a chance to try it and he's chosen it every time. So without knowing which one is which here, Gannon, which is your favorite in order?
I don't know. Like, I'll say it is easier to pick whenever you. Why are you doing this? Whenever you have like seasonings that are like considerably different, because sometimes there's even like sweeter seasonings, and it's pretty obvious like which one's my favorite. Because I really like a salty seasoning. Like if I'm gonna eat a steak, I want it to taste salty. I've never been a fan of like a sweet in like a meat. So, gosh, I mean this one was pretty salty. I think. I don't remember a ton about 2, but I ate a lot of 1 and 2. We'll just go for it. I'm gonna say this is. I don't know. I don't even know if I have like.
Well, just choose your favorite.
Just
choose your favorite. You don't have to decide which is which.
Taste.
Well, grab another taste then.
All right. Well, let me chop.
So while he's having another taste, we have decided. Let me go grab the bottles real quick.
What's up, guys? It's so hard to decipher.
So I have decided the pricing of these steaks, of the steak seasoning. Now, please understand, this is a very gourmet steak seasoning. This isn't like a mass-produced steak seasoning. I made sure that we had extremely high quality ingredients in here. And so I have 2 different sizes. I have a 4-ounce bottle, which I'm going to be selling for $10, the 4-ounce bottle. And then I have an 8-ounce bottle, so double the size, I'm gonna sell for $14. So you get twice as much for, you know, like a significant discount. I think the 8-ounce bottle is gonna be the most popular size, just, you know, because of the quantity and the discount. But I will have these for sale. You can reach out to me now. I can sell these now, but I don't have labels for them yet. I am in the process of making labels. I can send you a digital copy of the label if you like. But next week the labels will go into production. But I can send you a bottle without the label. But again, if you'd like one, just reach out to me. I've had about 50 people already reach out to me saying they want one. And yeah, I think that turned out good. It turned out the way I thought it would. And, you know, a slightly better version of the Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub. So
all right, I'm ready.
Supreme Steak Seasoning is it.
So we have your test bag, the actual, and then the
yes, but it is not in any particular order that
I
you
think,
see over here.
I think this is my favorite, actually. Just from the pieces I just had. It's also tough because like sometimes you see a really good piece of meat and then you're like, oh, that's a good steak, you know? Mm-hmm. I think this and the one in the middle is the V1. I think this one is Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub. I think that's the official Schley Daddy meat rub. Am I 0 for 3?
You are 0 for 3. Well, no, actually, you got one of them right.
It's so tough because originally my first tastes, these I think were my favorite. And I thought this one was the saltiest, which made me think it was the Schley Daddy. So maybe let me change my answer. Let's go Schley Daddy, test, Schley Daddy official, and then that's the ultimate steak and roast rub. Is that what I said before?
No, that's not what you said before.
Is that correct?
That is more closer to correct. Now, so I will do the big reveal.
It's so hard. They're all they're all so good.
Yeah, and that's kind of the point, is that it was supposed to be, well, it was supposed to be good, but it was supposed to be similar to this. So this one is the ultimate steak and roast rub. Steak 1 is the ultimate steak and roast rub.
Okay.
Steak 2 was the test seasoning, which was the one that they sent me, like I said, 4 to 6 weeks ago. And then steak 3 is the production version. Now, the fact that you got steak 2 and steak 3 confused and mixed is a good sign. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to be exactly to turn out to like this test version.
Definitely, it's slightly different than the ultimate steak and roast rub, which is like, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, steak 3 was the production version. And yeah, they're all great, honestly. I mean, just because I obviously do like the new Supreme Daddy steak seasoning, or Supreme steak seasoning.
Supreme Daddy steak seasoning.
Doesn't mean that the ultimate steak and roast rub is any worse. But from now on steak battles, the Supreme steak seasoning will be the control from now on. But like I said, I've been doing this for 7 years. There's been, I mean, probably close to 100 guests on. And more often than not, Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub was the winner. I do believe that the new Supreme Steak Seasoning is better, but it's still very similar. So anyway, if you would like one, please reach out to me. Like I said, I have a 8-ounce bottle for $14 or a 4-ounce bottle for $10. Reach out to me. I'll get these shipped out. Like I said, I don't have labels right now, but I will have labels soon. All right. So this was the last steak battle of the year. I do have one lined up for early next year. I'm excited to share that one.
With Gannon Buhr?
No.
Oh.
But, all right. Thanks, guys.